Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys Simpsons 25, The Greatest Guest Stars Series 4, Tom Jones. Usual that you'll like a figure like this. You see what I did right there. Tom Jones comes to us from Series 4. I don't know why I had to say that so weirdly. Series 4 of the Simpsons 25, The Greatest Guest Stars, continuing the Simpsons releases from the folks over at NECA Toys. Tom Jones appears to come with his microphone, as he should, as he is a famous singer. Probably not familiar by today's generation, but back in the day, he was the cat's meow. He was. What's new, Pussycat? Tom Jones was. The back of the package shows that Tom Jones appeared in Season 4, Episode 7. And this episode was entitled Marge Gets a Job. Now, air date, this was an older one. You're looking at November 5th, 1992. Show of hands, how many people were actually born in 1992? I feel old already. It's not unusual for C. Montgomery Burns to resort to bribery and kidnapping to get what he wants, and that's just what he did in Season 4's Marge Gets a Job, when he dispatched Smithers to abduct Welsh superstar Tom Jones in order to make his romantic move on new employee Marge. Ever the professional, Jones didn't let being chained to the stage stop him from belting out one of his biggest hits. Speaking of hits, continuing their hits of Simpsons releases, the rest of Season 4, Series 4, consists of Homer Simpson, Weird Al, Automan, Elvis Costello, Marge Simpson, the band Aerosmith, and Buzz Aldrin. Collect them all, and to check out more, go to www.necaonline.com to see the other figures and current releases from NECA Toys. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, however, we're going to get a better look at the Simpsons 25, The Greatest Guest Stars, Series 4, Tom Jones. Don't go anywhere, guys. Stay tuned. As we've already discussed, Tom Jones includes a microphone, as he should. He's a singer, after all. The microphone only fits in one of his hands, which is this hand right here. The other hand is open, so he could be saluting out to his audience as he belts out the tunes. I actually had a friend that was going to a Tom Jones concert, did go to a Tom Jones concert. Didn't say he was the nicest of individuals, but man, did he ever have a voice. He's also Welsh, which Spot's not from Wales, but he's Welsh himself, so that kind of a soft spot for myself. He's sporting a very vibrant red jacket and pants for his suit, and he's got what looks to be just a black t-shirt underneath. Tom Jones has signature hair, not maybe on the level of Weird Al Yankovic, but he does have signature hair and very tightly curled hair, jet black, not probably his natural color anymore, but he's a great looking figure. His coloring seems a little bit different. Let's bring in Homer, for example. It does appear that his skin tone, maybe it's just the way because it's on his red suit, or it's against his red suit, the yellow seems like it's brighter. It's more yellowy, if that makes any sense, versus the Homer Simpson, which seems more like a subtle yellow. It might just be me. Tom Jones also is probably one of those figures that maybe everyone is going to want to pick up, unless you're a die-hard collector. You're going to get every single Simpsons release like I've been doing. Certain figures, maybe you gravitate a little bit more towards than others. You might gravitate more towards the likes of a Homer Simpson. You might gravitate more to the likes of a Weird Al than maybe Tom Jones. But that's okay. The beauty of NECA is that they're releasing Simpsons figures that span the scope. While we're getting very notable characters that we remember, they're also giving us great characters as well that encompass the whole Simpsons universe. Tom Jones I like, Tom Jones you may not like, but it's not unusual that Simpsons figures are coming out and they're super sculpted, super painted, high quality pieces. Articulation on Tom Jones, he does have just a straight swivel in the shoulder, swiveled head. The other hand is swiveled, the other arm is swiveled, and he has waist swivel, though a little more restricted because he's got his jacket going on there. Maybe also show of hands. Anybody know Tom Jones songs? Anybody? Okay. Today's Toy Spot, we were continuing our looks at the Simpsons 25 of the greatest guest stars, and we're having a look at this singer right here. May not be known by today's generation, but back in the day, this guy was the cat's meow. Today we were looking at Tom Jones. Certainly stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have the looks at the rest of the Simpsons Series 4 of the 25 of the greatest guest stars. Videos will continue as we have a look at the rest of that line, and certainly other videos will be coming your way as well. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.